The Untitled. The global pandemic is on the rise. We see panic and fear in front of our eyes. Shut doors and shun groups to save our lives, doing what's right to shorten the fight. We help one another with all our might, even our brothers and sisters who live on the other side. We give food in the day and shelter at night. But who have we forgotten and left out of sight? Who has been left out of our care and left without rights? Chinese, Malays, Indians, and others. The ones who belong to the nation and call it its home. But what about those who built the red dot? Their constant struggles left out of our thoughts. The oft-forgotten migrant workers who live by our side, who we only provide when they might threaten our lives.
Father said we should be nice to our brothers, those who lived across the shores. We share the same mother tongues, our food, accents, lives entwined in our history. After all, we used to share the same house, so we thought it was only natural that when the virus threatens their lives, we open our doors, beds, even reserves and medicine cabinets for our treasured guests. Sometimes other guests speak, but we do not try hard enough, are not patient enough to listen. Well, they're always hanging out with their own crowd, eating who knows what in our spaces that they claimed. And because we need them, and in spite of us needing them, employers get away with acts deserving of condemn, depriving migrant workers of proper health care, paying wages late, threatening livelihoods. But no matter, they are not one of us. As the virus settles into our landscape, for these migrant workers, there is no escape. You can go outside, you can go for a run, but I cannot go out. If you feel bored, you can sleep properly, right? But in our place, we cannot. So actually, this is a jail. Packed into tiny, cluttered rectangles, out of sight and out of mind, like the skeletons in the nation's closet. Coronavirus laughs in the face of our hierarchies in discrimination, infecting migrant workers much discriminated. Purse strings that loosen at the thought and mention of historically linked brethren. Till the next time hands are shaken, deals undertaken, this acts ink itself upon pages of history unquestioned. In these times, our resources aren't barren, but contours of distribution follows flawed discernment, shaped and molded by the debris from decades of ideology. Progress, development, pragmatism, ingrained into a nation's consciousness, the limits of compassion organized by these rationalities. We did not have the benefit of hindsight, but perhaps we rarely made time and space to listen to their insights.
With globalization comes neoliberalization, a flow of labor from our Asian neighbors, those less developed countries, to Singapore, to support our developed economy. Are you seeing this? We said, to the world, looking at us with wide eyes. We have to maintain our reputation as a global city with no hesitation. Now, the whole picture is before us, and what is clear to us at last? The face of a pig, rearing its ugly head, the greed of capitalism, a schism we are stuck in when we value pragmatism. Where is the voice of compassion? What exists is only exploitation of those migrant workers who have built our homes and mansions. Now that we have said it, you can't unsee it, just like how you can't and shouldn't unsee inequality. Action speaks louder than words. Let's not be unconcerned. Don't let the migrant workers be hurt. And may their voices be finally heard. Multiple NGOs, individuals, and communities coming together. You can play your part too, remember. TWC2, Home, and many more. If you can support, we implore. Please donate. Don't wait. A little support goes a long way. Let the fire of compassion be ignited, and let us define a better SG United.